And he's like, "Where you at? You ain't on Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook." And it's 8:41.
So I told her, it's like, Annie, not time yet.
Oh my gosh, it's not time yet.
So you are live on YouTube-ish. I don't know what's
Ish.
going
Dude, we
Yeah.
should start a new YouTube, and it should be YouTube-ish.
But Facebook is not receiving the feed here. What the heck? Come on, Facebook.
Mike and Bernadette Rogers. Klein's giant jumping.
Every time this sucker resets. So I'm going to have to do it again. Hold on.
Oh my gosh, man. We got freaking Shrek 2, Shrek 3, The March of the Penguins. Car Story. Oh my gosh, who remembers the Underdog? Oh, you can't see it on yours. Oh my gosh,
No.
I'm gonna put it out. Gosh, I remember the Underdog. Yeah, it was cool. Madagascar open season. Jeez.
What is your background?
Right now it's the face. Yeah, that persistent stream key is one of the funniest thing ever.
So much for being persistent, right? There we go. All right, got Facebook running. We're going live, and we're already live on YouTube.
Nice, man. We're live on Instagram. Yeah, Facebook needs to start catching up. Or maybe we should start earlier. Because we never know what Facebook's going to be doing.
Right.
Good morning. How you doing, Eric? I am live and direct. Obviously, I do now have a background, as you can see. How do you like that?
I like it. I like it. It's looking good. So why don't you tell everybody about that real quick?
Okay, so we're doing a huge fundraiser. We are working alongside with Los Pinos Mexican restaurant and also Yavapai Regional Medical Center to raise some money for breast cancer awareness. So that is what's happening. And on October 17th, they are doing a poker run, 4x4 Jeep company, 4x4. No, sorry, it's
an off-roading run. They're going to go at like 7 a.m.
Yeah, and then they're going to do a poker run, and then they're going to end up at Los Pinos. But there is going to be a gala there at night, so it's going to be pretty cool. It's $100 a plate, and it really, honestly, serves a good purpose for the whole cancer awareness, and also helping out the local community. And it stays here locally in Prescott, as far as the people that are in need here. So that's pretty awesome. But you know what, Eric? I'm already on vacation right now, and I'm like, you know what? F it. I'm on. What do you call it? I'm on break.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Oh, switching to the coffee. Look at that.
I ain't as young as I used to be.
You know, you got this magical thing where you're fading in and out of the background. It's really cool.
Oh, like this?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's like a ghost. All right.
That's
So
so
anyway,
funny.
we skipped
What day
over
is
what day it was.
Yeah, what day is it, Eric?
All right. So it is National Name Your Car Day.
Oh, shoots. You know what I'm going to do right now, Eric? We're going to name. Ceci hasn't named her car. I've been asking her since, I met her. I was like, you haven't named your car? And we know that we name our cars. So I've had cars named Betsy. I've had cars named Susie. I ended up naming a car named Susanna. I don't know why. It just flows with the car. And so today, I guess we have named a good old XB, and it's now what? Sally? That girl. Sally, that girl. So we should have like a background music or somebody in the background being ready to press that play for that song.
The song or the sound effects or all that stuff, right?
Every bit of it, man. And you know
All right,
what?
so wait a minute. So okay. So is it an official name for her car then? Is that it?
Yeah. Well, when you. Yeah, Ceci has a problem with commitment. So, guys, we have just committed online right now.
How long has she owned this car?
10 years.
No,
7. Still doesn't matter. 7 years too long.
Yeah, I think the name has to go. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's
7 years. It's about time.
It's 7 years with the car. I mean, it's already.
Can you imagine if you didn't name your kid for 7 years and then one day be like, all right.
Commitment. It works out for everybody. So obviously, guys, I am out of town. Right now I'm out here in Pine Top Lakeside, and we were enjoying the weekend because it's obviously my birthday. I wasn't able to do it during the week, obviously due certain reasons. So I'm out here right now. We're gonna have a good time, just relaxing and disconnecting. I actually disconnected yesterday, Eric, and I'm like, I think we were on what'd you say, 169 or
169, yeah.
169, and I'm like, oh crap, it's Thursday. I still have a morning show tomorrow morning, and it wasn't like I was trying to forget. It was just like I was already gone, and it was like 30 minutes before we were leaving. We're like, are we gonna go? Are we gonna go? Are we not gonna go? And I was like, you know what? Let's just not go. I took off too many days to go ahead and kind of like do my thing, my personal stuff, and and then at 30 minutes right before, we're like, all right, let's go back. Let's go. So we got here about what, 12 in the morning. We saw over 33 elk on the side of the road, a couple dead ones, unfortunately. But man, those things are huge. I saw one, Eric, and it was a big old head, freaking huge old antlers. I mean, this thing was like tearing all over the. I was too scared to even try to pull over, but I was like, man, I need to take a picture of that guy. But I took a mental picture, guys. So if you guys want to go ahead and get a mental picture, it was huge, huge, bigger than my beard.
You were telling me that you were going. I was like, oh, man, there's a lot of elk out at night.
Yeah, no, I said the moonlight was gonna be my guide, and you said it's that's their guy too. I was like, okay, you're right. But no, that's the first time driving up that road towards Payson that I've seen that many elk. So if you guys are traveling that way, be very careful. They're definitely out and about at night. I don't think we'll do that ever again, especially on a moonlight, a full moon. Did you guys see that full moon? That thing was huge last night.
Yeah, it was huge. Did you see all the planets up too? Right next to the
Yeah,
the full moon was Mars, and then I think there was Saturn and
Venus.
was it Venus? I wasn't sure what it was, but they were bright
I
last
don't
night.
know. The director said Venus, so I'm gonna go with
The
it.
director said, "All right, well, we got to listen to the director then."
No, I think she was figuring it out on the way up here because obviously the road trip is about
It was
three and a half
Jupiter. It was
hours.
Jupiter.
Jupiter. Jupiter.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Cool. You got Google. Got it. So, anyways, director is correct. Stand strong. Stand strong. Stand strong.
I would
So,
never say that ever.
yeah, I wouldn't either. But since
So if
you
San Martin doesn't come back on Monday, start looking for a body somewhere in Pine Top.
she just leave me on the side of the road. I mean, it's beautiful up here, man. It's really beautiful up here in Pine Top Lakeside. There's, the only way I would be able to do this with Wi-Fi. As soon as I step outside, there's no service whatsoever. So, it kind of feels good to disconnect, and that's exactly what I will be doing. And you know what? I think this is a good time to do it. But we could actually talk about what is happening in Prescott. And just to let you guys know, there's going to be car shows for a fundraiser out in Dewey. And I forgot to
Dewey?
go ahead
Or
and
was
post
it
that.
Dewey or was it Skull Valley? Pop that thing back up.
Let me go ahead and pop that thing back up. And here we go. So let me get out of the way.
Let's see. It looks like it is Skull Valley to benefit Skull Valley. And so it's the car show is going to be on Saturday in Skull Valley.
So anyways, we'll go ahead and leave that up for you guys. And a lot of cool things that are happening in Prescott, Arizona. There's a lot of like transition and stuff. And one of the things that the mayor of Prescott stated that we are now in that position where we meet the three tiers. So we should be open. And I don't know exactly when they mean open. Is it fully open or is it open to your
It's oh,
standards?
three. If we met three, no, is there three or four?
Three metrics. We needed to meet three metrics in order for us to go ahead and fully open. I've been seeing the chimes out there online saying that this is what's actually happening, but ultimately this is a good question. But everybody has the right to go ahead and conduct their businesses. So if a business is still not wanting to comply to an open standard and still have you wear masks, it is courtesy because it's their business. You know what I'm saying? So we have to figure out how to go ahead and work with those businesses, but at the same time, if it's open and they see that we met metrics, I think the thing is that people are already conditioned to wearing a mask. It's just heartfelt to hear that, but we are now conditioned to do so. So that is something to go ahead and look into. The mayor of Prescott, Greg Megarelli, posted yesterday as one of his updates. If you guys want to go back and check that out, that also shows that if we are going to go ahead and do the opening, that means school opens full session, but they're also going to be conducting the CDC guidelines. The other thing is that the director of Arizona schools has stated that she doesn't feel like it's ready, and I mean I don't know, I don't know where how this all works out and plays for the city government, but this is uh this is something that needs to be talked about. It needs to be
So I'm
talked about.
reading his update right now, San Martin, and it looks like yes, all three metrics are below, and the metrics are for gauging uh, full time school.
Okay.
And so there's nothing about business restrictions or anything like that in his
I think I
address,
have
but
a I think I have a governor's letter as well. I'll go ahead and send to you. It was something that I was reading yesterday when I had a little bit of time before we took off from Prescott. But yeah, man, I feel awesome about having that being said. Like, oh, it's going to be open, and that's a big deal. I mean, it's a huge deal to go ahead and be a part of this. You know, just to see people be like happy, like, hey, it's open. And a lot of people are saying it, but a lot of people are saying that yeah, it's okay, but the mayors are the ones that will give you that opportunity, because I guess what they do is transfer the powers to the mayors to allow them to go ahead and do what they need to do for their towns based off of their metrics. So Mayor Megan Riley is monitoring that, it seems. So is Prescott Valley Mayor and Chino Valley Mayor, and they're doing exactly what they feel is right for their community. So I got to stand behind them, and hopefully we all, do this together and make some big things happen.
there is. Yep. Okay, so that's good news all the way around. So San Martin, I know you're going to miss it this weekend, but it is the last fair in the square
That's fair and square.
for the year. Yep, that's it. So there'll be no more, at least to the end of the year. So if you want to get out and enjoy the weather and buy some stuff, I know we got a lot of local artists and people out there. This one's put on by the Chamber. It's this weekend.
And it's gonna be down on the square, huh?
It's going
What's
to
it
be on the
called? It's
square.
called the fall. Is it
They
called the
called
fall
it Fair on the Square.
fall fair on the square or fair square?
Yeah, Fall Fair on the Square, I think. Yeah.
Do you remember
Say
that
that
app?
10 years past.
Remember that one app, the Foursquare?
I do. Yeah, they got bought, didn't they?
I don't know, man, but that was pretty cool. You could claim your territory. It was like
Yeah.
a game, man, but it was actually a cool little game because it was actually checking in a lot. Everybody was like, for some reason, you got points, and whoever got the biggest points was leader. And I don't know. I think that we need to kind of maybe bring that back. Hey, write that down over there, director. We're gonna bring it back.
Yeah, got to look into whatever happened to Foursquare. That's the
Uh,
I actually pulled it up. I'll read it in a little bit.
uh,
So,
hey,
hey, Kenny wanted us to bring up, make sure that
oh,
Prescott that we told everybody again, Prescott, Prescott Valley, and Chino Valley are all selling patches for the police department for breast cancer awareness. And so
yes.
you can contact their main office, I'm guessing, their main desk to find out. Don't dial 911. Don't text 911 like we talked about yesterday. But definitely you can reach out to them, and I think they're doing events around all the towns where you can buy it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
You can buy your own. They're really cool looking. I don't know if you've seen them.
Yes, I actually purchased the last 2 years, and some crazy reason I have no clue where they're at. You know, I think I do know where they're at. To be honest, I just don't know where they're at. You know.
Yeah, normally they run around and they do a bunch of events. I think this year's been kind of tough for that. So call them if you want.
Yes, most definitely. It's going to be a pretty big opportunity to help out the community and also help out cancer awareness. It's just that month. October is breast cancer awareness, so a lot of people are actually taking their time to monitor, but also taking their time to monitor the flu shot. And yesterday I'm kind of curious because you want to go ahead and you could talk to the experts, you could talk to everybody that has all that information about the flu shot and all that stuff. But I decided to go ahead and take it a little bit to the streets and ask, per people their firsthand experience. And if you haven't seen it or if you didn't see it, saw it. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and head up to my page, and if the business page, Prescott Times, or my personal page, and everybody gave me a first account on how they felt about it, and it was kind of like a mixed deal, because it seems like a lot of people got really sick off of it, and a lot of people were like, nothing really happened. So it's kind of confusing on a lot of levels of what works for somebody and what works for a lot of people. I actually had a couple of nurses in the background saying, this is for certain people, and unfortunately, it doesn't work for everybody. And so, I'm curious about it because I have never taken a flu shot. I have never had a sickness where I was down for a month or whatever. It was always like literally 2 to 3 days, and it was from the common cold. Or actually, during this season, this is when everybody starts getting sick. I wonder why, because everybody's getting the flu shot. I mean, it seems kind of funny that that's when flu season comes, is when you start getting flu season shots. But anyways, I'm not trying to connect the dots, but I really am trying to figure out what is actually good for you and what will be beneficial for your health in future. So anyways, I like hearing everybody's responses out there. And with that being said, Eric, you've had a pretty big incident back in the days with polio with your parents, right? I mean, I don't know if you want to talk about that, but I thought it was a good conversation to have, just based off of what is actually transpiring at this moment in time for our communities, as far as the flu shot and also for the COVID vaccine. um,
Yeah, no, it's interesting, and I don't. So the flu shot's a guess because they don't know by the time it takes to make it and make it ready for flu season, San Martin. They have to start making it back in the spring. So they look at the patterns and they're like, okay, we think it's going to be this strain this year, and they make a bunch of flu shots, and it's a best educated guess, but sometimes they miss it. Sometimes it's another strain that goes around, and that's why people get sick still. And then I did find it interesting in your post, a lot of people with egg allergies they have a lot of problems with the flu shot.
Yeah, that was something that they say that was in your the flu shot. If you have allergies, do not take the flu shot. So it's crazy. It's crazy to hear half of the stuff that's actually inside of the flu. I know that there's a list out there of what they do put into the flu shot. So it's kind of good just to go ahead and ask. I mean, it's just one of those things where if you don't ask, nobody will tell, and if nobody needs to tell, then they they just let it happen. So I like being educated, and who better to educate you besides having people with their firsthand experience with the flu shot. So I like having that given to me. So, anyways, with that being said, I think that I will decline the flu shot.
I mean, that's your
I
that's your
never
choice,
I
right?
never had it. I never
That's the
had it,
beauty.
so I don't.
That's the
I don't.
beauty of this country, right? And I've seen it. I've had it. It's not pretty. I mean, what everybody was saying back in the spring of how many people the flu killed, still kills that many people. So it's still a bad thing.
Yeah.
Christy commented that the Prescott regulators and the Shady Ladies will also be doing a shootout downtown tomorrow at the square. So they're back
Oh,
to doing
like usual.
yeah.
What's kind of funny, Eric, is that we condone violence and gangs and stuff, but we will reportray violence and hookers downtown Prescott, Arizona. I love it. I never thought about it, man. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of crazy. The Shady Ladies.
That is
If everybody doesn't know about the Shady Ladies, you guys definitely need to find out about them. I think there's a historian place right downtown Prescott that will tell you all about it.
Charlotte Hall Museum. Yeah.
Yeah, Charlotte Hall, but also the Western Memorial, it's a nonprofit right next to the that courtyard, the
Okay.
courtyard
Yeah.
deal.
I know you're talking about the
Right.
Western Heritage Museum or whatever.
Yes, yeah, go there and check it out. They'll tell you a little bit about it all. Or if you want to go on Saturdays and Sundays, they are usually downtown, just roaming around down there, and they would love to take pictures with everybody. And they do it on a religious basis, man. It's awesome. So if you guys don't know about Prescott, and if you live in Prescott and you have never seen this, go downtown on a weekend, and you'll be able to hang out with those guys. They got their six shooters on, they got their chaps on, man. They got their cowboy boots on, they got their leathers on, man. They're leathers, buckskin leather, man. So it's actually funny too. see it. But at the same time, only in Prescott that you'll be able to see that. But everybody needs to know it is the Wild Wild West. So some of the biggest, some of the biggest bad boys in the area have been through Prescott. So as far as like the real bad boys, so.
Yeah. Who is it that went to Tombstone? They ran Tombstone, but they were here first.
Oh, Eric, you got me on the history level. I don't want to say nothing because obviously I don't know.
The
I'm gonna
Earps,
say it.
the Earps, the Wild Earp and his brother, and they were all here in Prescott before they went to Tombstone.
All right.
Big Nose Kate is buried in Prescott.
Big Nose Kate is buried in Prescott. Got it from the background.
I heard that too. Yeah, I've heard her story. She was ruthless, from what I hear.
Yeah, definitely ruthless. Everybody gets ruthless if you allow them to, man. And man, that's what their mindset is. So it's kind of sad to see that, but at the same time, it happened, and here we are now. So Eric, what is your plans this weekend?
I don't know yet. It's been such a crazy week, San Martin. I was expecting to be camping right now, so that I had to cancel that because I had too much work. So I don't know. We'll see what the weekend is. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we were on the same boat, and Ceci says, I'm out, and I said, well, I thought you said, and she goes, I'm out, and I was like, you coming? And I'm like, let's go, man, because I was literally willing to go ahead and cancel my birthday this year because it is what it is, things happen, and I'm okay with it, and we did.
Hold on. Are you comfortable telling everybody on the air how old you are? Because I don't think anybody's gonna believe you.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm 43.
Okay, you're already losing your memory, so it's starting to show. Never mind.
No, that started way long time ago, man. That started a long time.
No, nobody's gonna believe on here that you're 43. Sorry.
Yeah, nobody will be. I choose to remember the things that I want to remember. That's going to be my final saying and answer. I'll remember that saying. I'll be like, just remember the things I want to remember.
Oh, we got more stuff. So people are on the chat telling us events going on, which is awesome because we weren't quite prepared today. And there's always so much going on the weekend. And so there's comedy stuff going on. But Christy just commented the 42nd annual Folk Music Festival is downtown from 7 p.m. Actually, it's at the Charlotte Hall Museum from 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. On Saturday.
Oh, wow. Charlotte Hall's getting down. That's awesome. No,
yeah.
Just to let everybody know, you can always find out these events right on the page at the Prescott Times and check out the calendar of events that we have. We try to go ahead and keep updated with it. But if you guys don't hear us talk about it, let us know. We'll go ahead and add it to our events. Or just add the Prescott Times as an admin to your events, and we'll be able to go ahead and keep it on our events that we share all the time. So just FYI, anybody out there that is sharing any of this information, just add us as an admin on your events. It will pop up on our page, and it will be broadcast through all the channels that we have. So just FYI, guys. And if you don't want to give us admin rights, go ahead and just hook us up with the information, and we'll just share it and copy the link. So that's how we do it. Or else we can just go ahead and still put it on our page, but it's a little bit more extra button work that we have to press. So if we don't get to it, it just never gets shown. So it's an easy way in and an easy way out for both of us. So that's cool. I like that. I know comedy is a big deal in my life. I love comedy. I joke too much. I mean, like literally joke too much. I was walking into the store out here in Pine Top, and the girl was sitting outside, and she was just standing there, and I don't know what I was saying, but I was just wanting to say that I'm thinking that you're smiling right now. I'm just predicting it. And so, anyways, man, I basically start joking about masks, but what can I do?
Telling you, you should put on a comedy thing. I think there's comedy stuff going on, but it's happening.
No, I do have the it's already in the making. It's just a matter of just sealing the deal and getting the right time because once again we're still having to pay for this entertainment. So the entertainment is asking for a significant amount, and I gotta produce it. And if I don't produce it, that means it's coming out of my pocket. And you know how that story goes. What's the reason for that? But then again, I would love to go ahead and make everybody smile again. That'll be a treat. That'll be a very big treat. So that is actually definitely happening out tonight, right? Friday night. Yeah, Friday night at the, I guess the Comedy House they're calling it now, but it's like a 4 business in one or 5 businesses in one.
At the
I don't know. Yeah, it's a coffee shop, the donut shop, or no, it's like coffee shop, a comedy nightclub. I think they got a wiener
And the trolley, right? The trolley's out of there.
probably the wiener real estate. And it was kind of crazy because then I seen the girl, she was working at the Prescott Police Department, doing their marketing for them. And I'm like, what the heck, man? These guys are crazy. So, anyways, they got their feet in a lot of things. So kind of cool to have somebody that's really spontaneous and outgoing like that, because they're doing, oh, they also got the Hero Rentals. They got the Hero Rentals thing too going. They do crazy, man. But anyways, you gotta love everybody's drive, man. So hopefully you can all support that. I don't know if there's a capacity. If there is, it's $20 for a ticket, and then that's kind of how it goes.
Good, good. And hey, San Martin, note about Real Hope Inc. I don't think that's happening this weekend. Is that correct?
No, no, they're still doing it. Just because we're not here, they're still doing it. It's not happening in Chino Valley. It will be
Okay.
happening in Prescott Valley at the Living Faith Church. We had a little miscommunication. So if anybody knows anything about the what happened in Chino Valley last week, it was a phenomenal event. A lot of people came out. We got rid of 150 boxes of food, and then we also got rid of a whole bunch of cat food and also calendars and masks and stuff like that. And we want to return back to Chino Valley, but it's just about due time and also making time and donations, because without donations, it's hard for the Real Hope Inc. Moving team, which is Daniel, the owner, or the president, to facilitate this and give back to the community. So there's a lot of things that go into it, but we really wanted to go ahead and reach out to Chino Valley. But Prescott Valley will still be going on. You can still go out there at 11:30. 12 o'clock will be the distribution. If you want to go ahead and volunteer, they're always looking for volunteers. So that will be happening. And tonight or today from 4 to 7, I think there's going to be another food distribution at the Prescott Valley Police Department. So you guys can go there today and grab that. I think we posted it on our page yesterday. So if you guys need more information, we'll go ahead and send it out. I Yeah, no, you can go to the webpage, the PrescottTimes.com. And we
Speaking of the
actually,
webpage, San Martin, we've got people commenting saying there's no upcoming events and things like that on the Facebook page. And, the webpage is coming along. And so I'm going to say you probably want them to go to the webpage to look for information versus just Facebook.
yes. Yes, and once again, like I said, if we don't know about the events, it's really hard to scour the internet for all these hidden events that are just popping up everywhere. So if you guys have an event, message us, send it, or take it to the editor at the PrescottTimes.com, and then we'll get it up. I mean, it's just a matter of just having that info in our hands. Sometimes, once again, we scour the internet for information, and we kind of like obviously are not picking and choosing, but we are just applying it as it comes in. So once again, if you guys want that on our page, just shoot us an email or shoot us a link, and we'll send it out. And a lot of these Chino Valley doesn't actually utilize Facebook a lot for events, guys. So you guys are going to have to really be I actually don't even know where to share it besides our business, our the PrescottTimes.com. So that being said,
Uh-oh, your audio just went out weird.
oh, weird. I think I'm just stuttering, Eric.
No, it sounds like you're in a tin can. Did you put that beer can over the microphone? That's what it sounds like. All right. Well, real quick, while he's getting that figured out, I don't know, and that's what he's saying is we just scour the events looking for this stuff. And half the people don't post a lot of the information. Like we've got one here. It says Cowgirl Country Antiques is doing a big sale tomorrow with live music and food trucks and great deals. I think this is the one on Montezuma, but I'm not sure. So it's tomorrow from 10 at 8 a.m. So, but again, if we don't see it, can't tell everybody about it. So send it in, tag Prescott Times in the Facebook page, whatever it may be, and that'll help us kind of get the word out on these shows and everything else.
Yes. And so with that being said, I'm ready to start. Just because you gave me that thing, I want to.
Yeah, you're still broken, so you got to yell.
Good timing. All right, am I gone?
Yep. Yeah, I can hear. We can barely hear you. So why don't you take us out since it's almost time anyway?
All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Remember, if you need PrescottTimes.com, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Talk to your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your tia, your mijo, your nina, your nino. Anyways, bye. Peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war. Remember, love